I am Michael Carbonaro. I collected comic books since I was about 7 years old, 6 years old. Loved comic books, and then 5 years later, at the age of 12, I started buying and selling comic books. For the next 50 years, I bought and sold comic books. I still am.
Any day you can buy or sell a 12-cent Marvel is a good day. I'll buy this for $300. I'd consider selling this for $550,000 if you give us the opportunity to keep it in the marketplace.
And along the way, 25 years into that 50 years I've been buying comics, I started promoting comic book convention in New York City.
Come on, guys, a little closer here, please. Just start making sure everybody's connected. If there's problems, come and see me. I'll work it out. Any luck with the t-shirts? We have a guy wanting his money back at the front. It's all good. We're waiting for you to make money. Come on down and make some comic book money. Stay tuned. Big Apple, we run this in New York City. We've been doing it for 25 years. I'm going to do it for 25 more.
I've always wanted to make the greatest Comic Con. And then 500 days ago, 500 days and 499 nights, just about, the pandemic hit. It hit us all. Hell, for 3 months, in March, April, and May last year, I was lost. But now I have an ability to restart. The world is reopening. New York City is reopening. Big Apple Comic Con is back. In less than 100 hours, the show will go on. I will run the world's most interesting, most fun, greatest Comic Con. Big Apple Con is on its way. Here it is, how to run a Comic Con after the pandemic or go broke trying. Cheers. All right, we ready for the interview?
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about yourself and Comic-Con, how this all kind of got started.
Someone actually asked me today in an interview, so you've had some time off for a year? No! All I did was dream about what I'm gonna do when it restarts and how to restart Big Apple conventions. So anyhow, here we are on the precipice of the reopening of Comic-Con in New York City. So it's 1996, and there's a comic show, and at the last minute, the promoter could not get the show on board. He couldn't get it, the fire code wasn't approved, and or whatever. So, me and a couple of friends got together and decided to find the church basement that was closest to this event and ran Big Apple conventions. We paid them for the space. At the last minute, we threw the party. It was great. People came to the show. There was a line around the block. It was just, you saved the day. ChurchCon show must go on, and we named it Big Apple. And, I love it. I love doing it. It's an amazing bunch of things that you have to do to produce it. You ever hear the word mistaken identity? You probably have a mistaken opinion of what it is to run a Comic-Con. My God, it might be one of the hardest things in the world to do. Try and throw 5,000 to 10,000 people together for an event for a weekend. Hundreds of celebrities and artists. VIPs, guests. Oh yeah, the dealers that make the show, the people that buy and sell the comic books. Your friends for 50 years. It's an amazing amount of effort, but in the long run, I'm still doing it 25 years later. What can I say? I guess it's habit forming. Big Apple is habit forming. That's the new t-shirt.
So what can people expect from the Comic-Con this year?
They can expect it to be, we're trying to make it comic book centric. At some point we got involved with wrestlers and celebrities and everyone from Val Kilmer to William Shatner. Okay, that's cool, but we're trying to bring it back to the comic book world, to lots of dealers buying and selling comics. We're gonna have art at this show that's literally, there's gonna be 6 pages of art that's worth like 7 figures, over $1 million. At the show in September, which we're doing a bigger 2-day event, September 25th and 26th, we're gonna have like the 100 greatest comic books. But literally in the room itself, there'll be guys selling toys, video games, and comic books that'll go from 50 cents to, $500,000. And then, of course, there'll be cosplay. And we've got a couple of comic book artists. Jim Steranko, one of the greatest comic book artists in the world, in my opinion, one of my favorites, who's been doing comic books since the mid-60s. And he actually created the image for Raiders of the Lost Ark. The iconic image with the fedora.
And how many people are you expecting?
Thousands.
Thousands, wow.
Thousands. We're ready to stay open late if necessary, and we will accommodate everyone. Come on down. So it's all coming together. There'll be lots more surprises. And here it is. Big Apple Con is on its way. To pay for Big Apple, I am going to do what I do best. Da-da-da-da. Fight crime! No, buy comic books. Yes! My business is traveling around the country buying and selling comic books. So I'm literally on the road maybe 150 days out of the year. I'm a Spire member of the Holiday Inn. Okay, so that's where we're going here to buy comic books, which I love. And now we're talking to my friend in California. Hello, California. How's the weather?
Good.
It's hot here in New York. Are you at the airport?
Yeah, I'm actually getting into New York a little early. I'm hoping that the rental car will let me pick up my
Okay,
car.
call them and tell them that.
Okay.
Call them now and tell them you want to adjust it and pick up as earlier.
Yeah,
At the price they're charging you, they should give it to you. They should come and get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? So work that out, okay? What time are you arriving?
It's gonna be like 8-something.
All right, great. So I should see you at the hotel about 9 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, it was weird. It was like a layover in Miami, but I had to change to a straight shot.
Nice. Excellent. Great. All right. I'll see you then. Call me when you get on the plane right before you leave with your exact arrival.
Anything else?
Call the car company right now. Adjust it.
Anything else happening?
It's all good. We're waiting for you to make money. Come on down and make some comic book money.
So is that guy?
You ready?
Liefeld's not coming?
Liefeld's not coming at the last minute. He changed his mind. I was trying to replace him. We're working on it. Oh, and by the way, what happened yesterday? Our artist, Rob Liefeld, could not make it. At the last minute, our guest artist brought in. We changed the date to accommodate. Rob Liefeld, in or out? Out. We don't know why. We had a contract. We had everything done. So now we're trying to figure out how to replace him so I can just give people a good show. That's really all I care about right now. Let's see what we got. But, lo and behold, somewhere in the middle of that zone this afternoon, somebody called and said, Jim Starlin can make the Big Apple. Hi, Shelton.
Hey.
What do you got?
Well, this is a favor for me, not you, Spencer said.
Okay.
Brad.
And who would it be?
Starlin.
And we just pay him okay.
Okay, and put him in the hotel Friday and Saturday because it's like a 3-hour drive for him.
Tell him I'll hand you the cash when we get there. Jim Starlin's coming to Big Apple. Jim Starlin, the creator of Captain Marvel and Thanos. He will be able to help bring New York back to life. He's coming to the show. And we got Jim Steranko, one of the finest artists ever. And Al Milgram, the inker who worked with Jim Starlin many times. Holy cow. Life goes on and you never know what happens. Sometimes it ain't a box of comic books, but a bowl of Big Apples. They talk about Superman's cape. I think every promoter of every Comic-Con ever's got to have a little piece of that invulnerable, amazing cape that you can't cut. You got to have some impervious abilities to you. I mean, you got to be cut from a seriously different cloth to run a Comic-Con or want to do it.
He sent me a message.
Who sent you a message?
Larry Windsor Smith.
BWS! Holy shit, what did he say?
He said he couldn't make it because it's too short.
How about September? Let's get him for September. I'm wearing my Comic-Con cape, and I hope you are too. This is the most up and down thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, I did my share of exotic stuff, paraphernalia, things I shouldn't have, illegal contraband. And I'll tell you, running a comic show is more up and down than anything I ever did before. I'll tell you that. Hey, Jimmy, I got plans for New York and Comic-Con that nobody can see coming. Well, maybe even me. Here we go. Let's rock. Roll on, McDuff. Comic-Con is on the way. We're going right now. Here we are in Pembroke Street. And I'm not broke, and I'm buying comics. Literally, they wrote an article about me and what we do. It's a 24-hour business. And it is. Guy knocked on my door, 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, paid him $10,000 and bought a showcase number 4, the first Flash. Yep, that's what we do. 4756, a few doors down. And I woke back to sleep and realized when I woke up, I see a Flash sitting on my gut. Oh, I bought a comic book last night. That's great. So here we are in the afternoon, in between artists for Big Apple conventions. 4756, I guess it's right here. This must be it. 4756, okay. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look. So this is your comic book collection. Okay.
And he said really it doesn't matter what you see on eBay and stuff like that.
It's all about conditions. So like the same book, if it's a 9.8, it's $100. So far there's a couple of books that are like $100 and the rest of this, these are like $25 to $40 boxes, but we'll see what you got, okay? I'll see if I can make it worthwhile for you. It's probably about $2,000 in a retail when it's all said and done. Yeah, that's about it. And that includes a lot of stuff. I probably want to pay about $750, but you've got some better stuff. You guys have done some other business. It's, 10% because I'm first 8.25. If you wanted to say $1,000, I don't think any dealer would pay more than that at all. I'm trying to be super fair with you guys who've done some other business with them. That would be a fair price for the stuff.
How much?
$1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
It should be $825, but there you go. It's okay. And I can pay you cash instead of a check, so that would be easier if that helps. So you can think about whatever you want to do.
Really?
Yeah. Give me a little bit to think
Sure.
about.
Like today, though, while we're here. So I am psyched now. Blood. This is blood. These comic books. I got comic books and I got Starling. What could be better than that? So I'm gonna buy, by the way, downstairs his Aerosmith machine. I'm buying that machine, but I really only want to pay about $500 or $600 for that, and he thought it was $1,000. So I didn't want to combine the deals and make too low an offer on that, and him not like it, and then maybe not sell me the comics. So it's very important to do one deal that you know and close that. It's called breaking the ice. And we also broke bread. I had dinner with him. In business, in life, in relationships, you break ice. As soon as money's exchanged hands, it's all different. How do you eat an elephant? My dad would always say a piece at a time. Well, 500 days and 499 evenings ago, if someone had told me I'd be in this position and this jazzed, excited, slightly apprehensive, and still rolling that ball up that hill for the Big Apple Con, I'd say, I have no idea what you're talking about. How is this? But we arrived at a critical juncture in civilization. For me, I'd never experienced the idea of shutting down an economy, a world I'd known all my life, a lifestyle I always had the opportunity, whether I chose to do it, to walk out or spend a weekend and make money. I lost my ability to be in the world. I mean, my place was at a Comic-Con. I did one, even if I took time off, I did one every 2 or 3 weeks. In a weekend, I could walk into a room, meet my friends, say hello, know what's going on. I mean, people talk about the psychological effect of things. Boy, it affected everybody. But here we are on the precipice of the return of Comic-Con to New York. My Comic-Con, our Comic-Con, Big Apple Comic-Con. Here it is. We are less than 100 hours away, 75 hours and counting. We lost our main artist, but we got another one back. We hope that the world will succeed We hope that we will succeed. We hope that the fantasy and reality that you will enjoy this weekend at the Big Apple Con will help you through the world. Fantasy is a way of redeveloping your reality and working towards a better way to live your life. So if you don't take the fantasy too serious, you can really enjoy yourself in it and make your regular life or your real life or your fantasy reality life better.